My weed is cheesy, my girl don't tease me. I got a crib with 16 TVs, make money easy. They call me goat, you call me sleazy.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Wandering Goat podcast. I am the sales goat here again with my main man, the CEO of Kosmik Brands, Kosmik Kirk, and of course, the show is brought to you by the greatest cannabis company on planet Earth.
And
Kosmik
beyond.
Brands.
And beyond.
And beyond.
Yes.
Yeah, because we
absolutely.
are from beyond, right?
Way beyond, dude.
Where do you think we found all the gummies?
I know, right? In outer space, baby.
I love that shit.
Oh, that is awesome.
Dang. Awesome. So you guys don't want to miss this episode. We're going to be doing some really cool stuff. We're going to show you one of the largest dispensaries in the country from our trip to LA, where we had so much fun. As you know, Kosmik Kirk and I, my partner in crime, are, let's say, cultivating relationships in other markets, expanding the brand constantly. Yeah. And I mean, we have a lot of fun, but one of the most fun things about my job and career and what I get to do is, I think my favorite part is, and I don't want to give you a big head, but it's traveling with you on these trips. It's my favorite part.
That's your favorite part?
It's my favorite part. I love it.
Of all the stuff you do?
Of all the stuff I do.
Is it because I hold you close on the plane? Does it make you feel safe and warm?
Whatever it is, we have a blast. We just got back from LA, where we hooked up with our
LA, baby.
Main man, Al Sicard.
The man, the myth.
I love
my
him.
boy.
I can't get enough of him.
Yeah, he's a good time, man. I tell you what, I've known him for a decade or so, and from past industries that I've been in, and he is definitely an amazing human being, a great person, a great friend, and he always shows us a good time anytime we hit the West Coast, and he takes us to places that I assure you we probably would never get to go to. He definitely pulls the curtain back to show us the celebrity of Hollywood and Malibu and basically LA, because he definitely has access to all that
LA,
stuff.
like, there's a lot of like places that, you know, it's really elite, you know, so to speak, very, you can't just walk in there. So, obviously we're not from there. We're Oklahoma boys. So we don't have the VIP passes to all the cool shit in LA, but Al Sicard certainly does. He takes us to places that we would never see otherwise. We have the nicest dinners. We go to the nicest places. We go to some really cool, iconic places. We went to Mel's Diner, where like every celebrity ever has gone to have breakfast and lunch.
Our last trip we went to Boa.
I need to post
and
pictures of that. I think I have pictures of that.
it was cool. I mean, it's fun to go out to California and to see, because California is such a different place than Oklahoma. Yeah. In a lot of different ways, but it's fun to go see. Yeah, it's I enjoy going to see not only the different cannabis markets, but also just going out and seeing different parts of the world and doing that. And I've been traveling a long time, but it's fun to go out and go see with him things that we would never see. And that's what's kind of cool about it.
It's so awesome, and getting to see him in his element and seeing him get to do what he does. And we went into this one place. It was the most opulent, most amazing, most beautiful club that I'd ever seen. It was daytime. He just wanted to show it to us. And of course they were like, yes, come right in, Mr. Cigar. He's like,
it's like a secret. You got to make a secret sign or something.
Yeah, I was like, I was here the other night, and Justin Bieber got up on stage and started performing, and I was like, man, this place is.
He was there at a poker tournament, and Justin Bieber's. I don't know, man.
We didn't really take pictures there. I took some pictures. I'll post them on sales_goat. I'll try and post those when this airs, so you can go check those out and go back and check it out. But I did get a really cool reel that was put together by Kirsten, our loving content creator who's so super talented. She's back there. Say hello, Kay. I try to get her to talk on these things. But anyway.
They're so shy.
They're being really quiet back there today.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah. So anyway, why don't we go ahead and show that reel, which is a little recap from our LA trip. Dope. That's awesome. I love that. The sugar factory, is that what it's called? The sugar factory?
The sugar factory.
So
That's what
they
it's
give you this menu of drinks, and they have pictures of the drinks on it.
It's
and
perfect
it's awesome.
for Kosmik to be at the sugar factory. We need a Kosmik
dope.
factory,
And there's this
man.
huge candy store, and just like people dancing, and like kids having birthday parties, and they bring you this menu, and it's me, Al, and Kirk, and they have basically these fish bowls, which you saw in the video, these big drinks. I finished mine and Al's. But they're these huge drinks, and they're like $40 a piece. But it's so worth it, and they smoke, and they have candy.
Well, they put candy and stuff all over it, so it's perfect for us to be at the sugar house or whatever it is, and we're a candy company.
Yeah.
But it's known for celebrities going to it, and they have all these big parties, these red carpet parties, and hell, when we were there, kids behind us were having a birthday party, and man, they were getting down to some TikTok. And it's a shame that I know it's a TikTok dance, right? Because I have daughters. Well, but it was
they played Doja instead of the birthday song. They played Doja Cat, and we had this bartender. I think his name was Chris. And man,
he's doing
he was like during the song, he was getting down with it.
I have a really cool video of me like videoing, and he's like right behind me.
Oh yeah, I'm talking so straight diva moves, cutting it on the floor.
They got, like when you go to bottle service, so they got the sparklers shooting and stuff, and they're bringing out the
candy. That was cool. It was super awesome.
That was a fun place. We also went to the top of the Waldorf Astoria. That was really cool, wasn't it?
The Waldorf Astoria was dope because it was like the most insane view in LA, where you can just like oversee everything. It's just like
which is right down by Rodeo Drive. It's just right off of Rodeo Drive down there. So
if we're being honest, like there's some ugly things about California and LA. You can definitely go to some places that are a little bit dingy, that they've kind of been let go a little and stuff. But the beauty, like when you kind of like separate yourself from that, especially when you get off the ground and like go up to the top of a building and kind of overlook, it's just gorgeous. And that's why, and the weather too. The
weather was so good.
That's why people move to Cali, is the weather. Dude.
Right, we rolled around all day with the in the G-Wagon with the top down.
So when we went and picked up the G-Waggy, we actually knew how to drive it this time. So that thing was.
We remembered how to put it in gear. Yeah, it's so funny.
So we hooked up with our main man, Big Herb.
The Herb.
And we went and spent a lot of time with the guys.
We spent a lot of time down in Huntington Beach area this time, so it was really cool. Long Beach, Huntington Beach, but Huntington Beach is beautiful, man. Down on the beach, it was what was crazy.
Ana.
How many beach volleyball courts do they have down there, and how many
Hundreds.
people in the middle of the day out there with G-strings on playing volleyball?
In California, I mean, things have changed since COVID. Like people have like adapted and figured out how to work from home, or their companies have allowed them to adapt to work from home and stuff. So, a lot of people like were out playing volleyball. I mean, it's like, what was it, Tuesday afternoon at like 2:00, and people are playing volleyball, hanging out with their families on the beach. It was just a beautiful scene, really awesome, and we had a good time cruising up and down the coast.
We ate some great places.
No, we did not. We ate at no great places. So Michigan was fun, right? So we talked about that in the last episode. Michigan was fun, but we were out in the country. Our facility is out in the country with 6 labs, and so it's in an area called Chesaning, and it's very cannabis friendly, which is great. And we get all the business that we need to get done out there, and that's fantastic. However, it's not like, like best we could scrounge up was, a Motel 13 in Flint, Michigan, or wherever we stayed last time. That was just horrific. But so, when we go to LA, it's like, we're going to get to hang out with Al. We're going to get to go to nice places. We're going to get to be in cool spots. And Kirk's like, we're going to go someplace really nice for dinner. Not so.
Wasn't my fault. Wasn't my fault.
It was totally your fault.
It was not my fault.
And so Kirk.
We just went where the guy wanted to go.
So Kirk decides to take us to a place called. No, I'm not teasing.
No, I didn't pick that. I know the damn place is even
there. You're still being held responsible, and you'll understand why when you hear the story.
So we met with a guy.
What was the name of the place?
Hot and Juicy.
Hot and Juicy.
Crawfish.
Hot and Juicy.
Crawfish.
It's a crawfish Cajun place where they literally bring the food out to the table in trash bags.
This is a Louisiana thing. You wouldn't understand, okay? It's a boiled seafood deal, okay? But it's weird for me being from Louisiana. It's extremely weird to be eating crawfish in California. Doesn't make sense, doesn't compute, doesn't work. But who we're with, this is their favorite place on earth, and we're trying to make a business deal, so we do what we have to do.
Okay. I don't think I think that when people get hurt and people get sick, I think that sometimes maybe we put our foot down next time. So I'm like,
a sissy, man.
I was starving. So when we go on these trips, we work all day. We don't stop. We're following people around, going to facilities and all kinds of stuff. So when we finally get time to like stop and eat, it's like, thank God, because we're both starving. And so we walked into this just Tummy's grumbling. We were hungry. And so we sat down at Hot and Juicy. Actually, I don't know how deep I don't know how deep I want to get into this.
But it was good.
Anyway, the place
was good. It was a showdown.
It was not clean. And so I basically stepped away from the table after having a few bites and was like, this isn't worth it. And Kirk went ahead and started. So he ordered sacks of crawfish
and crab legs, yes.
So
and shrimp.
You took that, and so him and this other guy we were with were basically having an eating contest.
I'm not going to lose to eating crawfish to somebody who's from California or Las Vegas, wherever he's from.
So my friend Ryan,
and at a crawfish, I'm not losing. Okay?
So my friend Ryan,
I'm not going to diminish my birthright and place by not delivering.
I know it's Kirk's thing for sure, Cajun crawfish and all that. So Ryan is a smaller dude. He's smaller than me, probably $150.
Ryan was one of the guys that's with us. He's one of the guys with
Planet 13. So we took him to dinner.
It was his idea to go there.
Dude could smash. I've never seen anybody hang with Kirk at a crawfish broil. And these guys are like buzzed through 2 pounds each with just tails and like juice and everything flying. And like I'm sitting back from the table like this is getting a little too serious for me. This dinner went on for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, if you can call it a dinner.
It was a culinary adventure.
And so then they're like, okay, well, let's get the menu back out and then see what other bags of shit they can bring us. And so then they like start getting shrimp. I'm not kidding you. These things were the size of baby dolphins. I watched Kirk eat baby dolphin shrimp for the next hour, and him and Ryan are going back and forth. Anyway, both of these guys, competitors, they were committed to the eat.
I wasn't going to lose.
And so about, I don't know, 2 hours in, 7 or 8 pounds of crawfish, shrimp. I think I saw mussels at one point.
Not for me. Yeah.
There were clams. There were spicy clams. We had fried catfish. There was fried shrimp.
I don't know. It was a lot.
There was all kinds of stuff.
It was a fun.
But Ryan finally tapped out. Kirk drove the point home by finishing off a final half pound of crawfish, and
had to
walked away the champion, no doubt.
Exactly. So
that place is totally disgusting.
After that, then we go. We asked, hey, where's a good place to stay? And what did they tell us? Where they say? What's the name of the place?
The Paseo.
Yeah, it's
like
on Huntington
Paseo,
Beach. Like it's right down across from Highway.
Really?
Pacific Coast Highway, whatever. It's right across. It's literally right on the water.
Yeah, really beautiful oceanfront. Really beautiful oceanfront hotel. Kirk refused to make plans in advance, and this
because I didn't know where we were going to be.
We didn't know where we were going to end up, so we went to the Paseo at like, 11 o'clock at night?
Yeah.
And the guy at the front desk is just like, we're like, how much is it a night? Because it was really expensive. I won't say how much it was, but it was expensive.
He's like, yes, sir, we have a partial ocean view available for blah, blah, blah. I'm
yeah.
like, what the
I'll
hell?
pay to stay in a nice hotel, and the price even shocked me.
Yeah.
So, like...
And so I'm giving him a hard time. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? This much for a partial ocean view? I don't even get an ocean view? He said, sir, I just want you to know we are a 4-diamond resort.
A 4-diamond resort.
4-diamond resort.
And we're sitting there slapsticking back
like,
and forth like we
always
always do.
I'm gonna wake up at 7 and we're gonna be gone.
And so Timmy the bellman gets upset with us because I'm like making jokes. Oh, you're a 4-diamond hotel,
We almost got kicked out.
I don't know if they almost kicked us out. They wanted our money.
Oh, they took our money.
And they got that, yeah.
It was nice, though.
But it was nice. We didn't get to stay there for long because the next day we had our big trip out to Orange County.
Yeah, Orange County, Planet 13.
So it was a ways away, like, 45 minutes from there?
Yeah, something like that.
So we went to Planet 13. Does that cover most of the LA stuff? Is there anything else you want to tell us about the LA trip before we get into the Planet 13 talk?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think that's most of the things we covered. We had cool lunch on the beach. It was cool, and watched the girls playing volleyball.
We did. We waited for Taylor for like 8 hours to get there.
Yeah, she was
Thanks,
on time.
Taylor.
She was on time.
My favorite. My favorite, Taylor. I love you. You probably don't watch my podcast, but you should.
Yeah, you guys are so close. I'm just going to run up and we're going to come get some content, shoot some shots. So, yeah, okay, we're only going to be there 2 days. Show up the last half day of the last day. Perfect.
But she did
And then she's like, you should cancel your flight and stay longer. Like, no, we've been here.
Which ended up happening for the wrong reasons.
Yes, they did. We'll talk about that later, though. So then we go to Planet 13. Let's just keep going. We go to Planet 13. Right. Amazing. Holy crap. This place is huge. It's this big, giant ball out in front.
Right.
That's bigger than...
It's huge. It's huge. I don't even know what to compare it to. It's so big.
Freaking out drivers when it comes by.
Yeah.
And that's where it starts. And then we go in and go check out, what is it, like 20,000 square feet dispensary?
It's the biggest dispensary I've ever seen by far. Yeah. It's not as big as their Vegas location. Right.
But so it's the second largest dispensary in the world, only second to Planet 13 in Las Vegas, which... is the world's largest facility or dispensary. So it's really cool. And I think, to go out there and go see that and just really the scale of that was unbelievable. So
it was really like being in the cannabis industry. We have some beautiful, amazing, fantastic dispensaries here in Oklahoma. So we have dispensaries in Oklahoma that can hang step for step with anywhere. But just being into cannabis as much as we are, it was a cool experience to go to this particular Planet 13 because they just... I mean, there's a huge octopus when you walk in. There's a wall with water that looks like the water's really coming down. I mean, it's insanity. It's just like it's different.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So we had to take the opportunity to shoot a dispensary spotlight. And Taylor came. We had to run around and get new microphones and all kinds of stuff. So we did. There was lots of time and effort and work that went into shooting this. Amazing. It was the first dispensary spotlight that I got to shoot with my best GF, Taylor, who I love so much. So you did such a good job, sweetheart, and we want you guys to see this awesome dispensary spotlight with yours truly, the Sales Goat, right here on the Wandering Goat podcast. Let's check it out. What's up? It's the Sales Goat. We're out here in Orange County, California at the one and only Planet 13. This place is a mecca of cannabis products. Let's go in and check it out.
Welcome to Planet 13. This is Santa Ana's Orange County location. California's largest dispensary. We have the best cannabis companies coming to join us here at Planet 13. The world's largest dispensary is actually based in Las Vegas, also by the name of Planet 13. Thank you so much for joining us. Come take a look at what we have.
Hope you guys had as much fun as we did out here at Planet 13 in Orange County, right here on Kosmik.tv. I'm the Sales Goat. Let's work. Ready, Kirk?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Man, I love that. That bus was crazy, man.
The bus was awesome. So you walk in, and there's this really cool bus that they had custom done, and there's a smoke button that you can hit, and it smokes out the whole thing to make it look like a Cheech and Chong type of deal.
Yeah.
So that was lots of fun. And then, again, the big LED screen that actually, pours water down over the entrance. It looks like real water, and then it comes out onto a beach with an LED screen on the ground that you can walk on that looks like a beach with, crabs and stuff. So if you're in the Santa...
stuff moves and stuff.
Yeah.
It's amazing, man. The whole entire entry wall looks like a waterfall. I know they can probably change the stuff that's up there, but it's such a visual, it's so visually stunning to see
so
that.
sick.
Yeah.
I wonder if they do ever change it. That would be interesting.
I mean, you could do some
I'm gonna
cool
ask.
stuff.
But anyway, super dope. If you're in the Santa Ana, Orange County area at all, and like cannabis at all, you have to see this place. That's how badass
It's a destination.
It is.
It's a destination. You know, it's not at the beach or anything, but it's a destination, and it's a really really cool facility and definitely worth just like Plant 13 in Las Vegas. You know, it's a destination.
Yeah, so we had so much fun there. Taylor did a great job of shooting that spotlight. Jay usually shoots those for us in Oklahoma, so we're lucky to have her out there where she's located, and had a lot of fun with that.
And you know, it was cool to see the way they display the products and all the things there. You know, they display it a little bit differently in the cases instead of really so much on the wall. So it's really cool to get some great ideas to see that, and then us having fun with Herb and the rest of the guys, all of them out at Planet 13. We spent a day and a half with them,
and we did
really,
what we did what
fun.
we always do. We went to a bunch of different dispensaries. Shout out to the Artistry.
Oh, that place
which was
really
dope.
Yeah.
Different vibe, which I love. I love the way that dispensaries, they use their own convictions and their own passions to build their dispensaries in Oklahoma and in California. The Artistry is a big art lover that features local artists, amazing art.
It had a
in
real
this place.
like an Apple Store feel with color splash all over it. It was
great
really
technology,
super cool.
just super sick. Great array of products. And what we did was what we always do. And I know everybody's going to think that I'm on my high horse again, but we always buy the gummies that are on the market, and we buy lots of them. We buy 8 to 15, however many are available, different brands. They don't have as many brands in other states as they do in Oklahoma, as we do in Oklahoma, because it's harder to entry. So our competition in Oklahoma is very stiff because there's lots of different brands out there. In California, there's maybe 15 different brands that are in like major circulation. So we, as we always do, went and tried all the brands. And again, I think personally, and not being biased, we tried them. Texture, taste, and everything, Kosmik Brands is still the best, certainly one of the best gummies in the country. It's been so encouraging. Our gummy is fantastic. I absolutely love it, and I know a lot of people do, but I really think that we just have the best gummy out there.
Yeah, and we're excited to compete and have an opportunity to expand our business and do those things in all the states in America that allow THC and beyond, because that's kind of our mission here, is to expand and to kind of take you guys on the journey as we go, not only killing the stigma, but kind of exploring the world of what's outside of our boundaries here, of our borders here and what's available. So it's really exciting to see that, and it gives us a lot of confidence in what we do every day, and we work hard to do, and it gives us ideas of how to get better. So it's really cool to have that. Like I said, the dispensaries out there are amazing, and it's a really cool market out there. It's an extremely competitive market in regards to the amount of brands that, and the money that's out there and the amount of effort that goes into those brands. So that's encouraging for us too, to really want to continue to step our game up here, knowing what's out there. So it was a great time. It was a good stop.
Yeah. We look forward to being out in that market. It's a thriving market, and Kosmik Brands belongs there. So we're gonna go everywhere.
I love it, man. So after we got, we're getting ready to, we're going to go this part now. This is the part now. I get to tell this part. Okay. So the last night we go to eat sushi, right? Because we're in California, you got to eat sushi. It's kind of a deal. So if you hold yourself together.
I'm trying.
So we go eat sushi, and my man here is the sales goat.
Really cool outdoor market, super cool vibe, nice weather. Like the scene was set. And it was set for a nice final dinner before we left.
Yeah, and he's allergic to avocado.
Truth.
And apparently, it's not a good idea to have hands touch avocado in sushi and touch something that doesn't have avocado, because there could be some consequences and repercussions.
True.
And so my man here, AJ, the sales sick goat, got extremely sick the last evening that we were there.
The menu was so vast. There was literally like 200 and something rolls to pick from, and it was all fine print. And I was in a good mood. We're having a glass of wine, and I told the server, I was like, well, what's good? What do you like? Oh, like this Kobe steak roll or something that had like raw steak on top of it. It looks cooked on the top, but after further inspection, it was raw on the bottom, which I guess, it's sushi. And I had 2 bites, and that was enough to know that something wasn't right.
Something terrible was afoot.
And so we're sitting there, and I'm just like, you know, there's this thing, and there's this like booth where they're selling. No, it's fine. There's this booth where they're selling purses, and so you can actually have a phone, like a real old school phone. You can plug in your iPhone, put it inside, and you can answer your purse
Like
from outside.
On the purse, like with a big, like with a cord and everything.
Yeah, and Taylor is like in love with this purse. Of course, sales goat, being the ladies' man that I am, stepped right up and got her the purse, brought it back over. So we're having fun with that, and I'm sitting there like, I'm not feeling so hot.
I thought goats could eat anything.
That is a
I
common
thought goats could eat like
misperception.
Can't goats eat tin cans? I mean, you can show like a little clip right now of a goat eating a tin can. But not this goat. He's kind of a pussy goat.
This goat has a weak stomach when it comes to bad or uncooked or food that I'm allergic to. So long story short, like we were going to go have a nice time that night. Me and Taylor were going to hang out because I don't get to see her as much. And I'm just like, man, I really like, let's go back to the Spring Hill Suites and chill out for a little bit.
It's a 2-diamond resort.
Minus 2 diamonds.
It was after you left the room. It was after you left there.
So like, I got food poisoning. Yeah. I mean, that's the bottom line. Yeah. I think most of us have had food poisoning. If
I mean,
he
wasn't officially diagnosed.
Being as sick as you can possibly be. Yeah. Like, as sick as you could possibly be. I had COVID, months back, and that was a walk in the park, walk in the proverbial park compared to what
I was right there for you the whole time, buddy.
And Kirk was not even close to being there for me, not even a little bit. No, hi, how are you? Nothing. Kirk's like, we have a flight in the morning, and I'm flying first class, and we're out of here, and if you miss it, I'm like, I woke up actually, I didn't wake up because I didn't sleep because I was so sick. And so the next morning, like 6 a.m., he calls. I'm like, dude, I mean, I couldn't travel. There's no way I could have traveled home that day.
I was going to stay and make sure you're okay.
So, there was no thoughts to him staying and seeing if I'm okay. So Kirk leaves me in the trenches taking grenades.
Taylor was there.
So Kirk
had you.
So Kirk leaves me in California. The
stranded goat.
Kirk
the wandering goat got stranded.
Kirk has to go back to. Kirk has to go back to Oklahoma. Taylor has to go back to San Diego, and the sales goat, all alone, is stuck at the Spring Hill Suites. Luckily, thank you to the Spring Hill Suites,
resort, because
it was a clean room, it was a nice room. There's a flat screen TV. I had Netflix, and I just sat there sick, in and out of bed all day, but just sat there sick for the next 24 hours straight. Got to the airport the following day at 9 a.m., still sick, but better. And then I had to be at the airport from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. just to get on a flight to make it to wherever I went, Phoenix, and then Oklahoma City. I think
gave you a few connections on this.
Stopped in Hoboken on the way back. I mean, it was quite the trip. So finally, about 12:30 a.m., I made it back to Oklahoma City, was home safe, and I've recovered, and I'm ready to go on the next one. Now I cook all my meals at home. Not kidding. If you watch my story, I cook all the time now because I cook clean, fresh food, and I don't run into these issues. And I'm a healthier person because of it. So, yeah. So there's a silver lining.
The only goat I've ever seen that can't eat.
Yeah. This goat, weak stomach.
It's good stuff.
So anyway,
the California trip was cool. It was a good success. So I think we got some great connections there. I think it's going to be some good stuff coming in the future. We'll see. Just stay tuned.
Stay tuned for Cali. We love going to Cali way too much to let that not become a thing. So that's going to become a thing. And then
what was right before we went, or was it right when we got back?
What?
That when you and Common had this.
Okay, so this is fun, and we'll show you guys one more video before we close this episode out. But so me and Common had this idea. So David, the vice president for Kosmik Brands.
Oh, so frosty.
Why I have a weak stomach. I'm very brave. Okay, so in real life, I'm very brave. And then, so we
talked
decided.
about the helicopter last week, and that was not the case. So I'm so confused.
So
Which is it?
I hold fireworks. I've been obsessed with fireworks since I was a little kid. So
I hold brave or
I hold fireworks in my hand, like the
it's
canister
one of
shells. I'll light them, chuck them in, and I'll hold it up like this and let it fire out. Kajoosh. And so I have Roman candles. I also shoot those. So I had a Roman candle that was like that big around, 200-shot Roman candle. And I was going to hold it in my hand and fire it off with Comet there. We're going to have fun with it and make this video. This kind of summer America type video. And everybody's like, you can't do that and don't do that. You're going to blow your hand off on camera, which was possible. So David, our VP, built, he's lots of ingenuity. That guy.
He's handy, that guy.
He's super handy.
He's handy.
So he built this really cool like rocket launcher thing out of PVC pipe, and me and Comet went out to the country after driving all over trying to find a place where we could shoot.
We confirmed that it was a burn day. It was okay.
Yeah,
it was a burn day.
And so and so we lit this basically just for this video. Lit this awesome rocket, fired it off into the sky, had some fun, and we'll show you that video. But hey, also before we show you the video and in the episode, don't forget you can go on at Kosmik Gear or CosmicGear.com and pick up some badass Kosmik gear. Kirk is wearing the astronaut drip with Comet. Don't know why we keep putting Comet on all the shirts. Seems like a sales goat shirt would do pretty good. The Let's Work shirt, hashtag Let's Work, is the best shirt on the site. You should definitely go purchase that one. We've even got the cute little tanks for the ladies. So go grab one of those. Have fun watching this video. He's been Kosmik Kirk. I've been the Sales Goat. This is the Wandering Goat podcast. We are Kosmik Brands. Let's work.
Let's blow it up.